back in May this year. You know, I was paying $5.20 a kilo for me beef, and that to be landed here and that sort of stuff. And you know, within 2 months it rose from $5.20 up to $7 a kilo. You know, like a 38% rise in 3 months.
How have the wholesalers that you deal with been coping with that sort of price rise that they've had to put up?
Yeah, well, with the wholesalers and that sort of stuff, I've been with the same wholesaler now for going on about 5-6 years, and you know, they actually, he's been keeping me informed every week about the pricing and that sort of stuff. And at one stage, they actually got over the excess of $7 a kilo. But them being a major company, they actually took some in for themselves. You know, they knocked 20 cents a kilo off. I think they lost something around about $75,000 overall in the butchering market and that sort of stuff, and still only charged us $6.90, although they could have been getting that $7.15. So they actually made a loss, the wholesalers. They did that just to try to slow down the market, because the market was going crazy.
But that didn't work. The prices are still rising at the moment.
Yeah, well, it didn't work and that sort of stuff, but it has slowed it down now. Like we're averaging about $6.90 a kilo for our beef, you know, plus our freight, which, you know, is about 55 cents. So it's costing us about, you know, $7.45, $7.50 a kilo to get beef landed here. It has slowed down to stop the market. Like, the market has now been nice and steady for the last, I'd say, 2 months. You know, we had 2 months of extreme price rises, and now it's sort of steadied out, but stayed up, hasn't come down.
Have you had to pass that on to your customers, that entire price rise?
Well, you know, if I thought about it and looked at it and that sort of stuff, you know, and you know, like the wholesalers trying to dissolve it as well and take a bit, and you know, and myself, you know, I've had to myself dissolve some of the costings. You know, a prime example, like, you know, back in May we were charging $29 a kilo for Scotch fillet. With the price rise, you know, it was about a 40% price rise, right? We should have put it up to $40.60, you know. Couldn't do that, couldn't send it all on to the customers. We now charge $35.99, so I sort of made them 50-50 type thing.
When customers walk into the store and they see those prices go up like that, how are they reacting?
Yeah, well, some of the customers, I mean, because everyone, it is like a farming community, or we know a lot of the farmers, or, you know, the station owners and all that sort of stuff. You know, a lot of them just sort of went, well, that's the way it is. But there was quite a few people that sort of come in, lift their eyebrows and goes, wow, that's amazing, you know. And it is. I mean, every price rise is, you know, people don't like things going up, but things do go up. Yeah, some of the customers, I had one customer that sort of looked and went, oh, I can't pay that, and walked out. You know, only the one. Some of the people went, wow, but they can't do much about it, you know, so we try to dissolve it in every sort of way. But yeah, but no, a lot of the customers have been, there's a lot of talk about the price of cattle.
How do you think the price is going to go going forward, especially as we move towards Christmas?
Yeah, well, I don't think Christmas has got a lot to do with the price rising. I mean, I think the major thing at the moment is China coming in and that sort of stuff, loving our cattle and all that. You know, I think they'd buy every single cattle we'd had in Australia if they had their chance. But, you know, there is rumour in December, late December, early January, when things start drying out and that sort of stuff, and we can't sell cattle due to the rain up here in the territory in the top end, that there's going to be another price rise again, whether it will go up and come back in, you know, March, April, or whether it'll just stay there. But it's not looking real good, because the number of cattle that we have got in Australia, I don't believe is enough. And when, you know, when the rain starts coming down, and, you know, hopefully Queensland gets, you know, lots of rain to help the farmers out there, they're going to want to restock. If they're going to restock, you know, the price will push up.
If it does continue to push up, how will your business cope with it?
Well, these days, you know, once upon a time, you know, a butcher shop was sausages, mince, chops and steak. You know, now we do things like crumb cutlets. Here we've got Leonard's, our chicken range and all that sort of stuff. So we've got to get more exciting, you know. You find the steaks and that sort of stuff, you might turn them into a stir fry, you know, where you might have only been getting $16 a kilo for barbie steak, we're getting $19 a kilo for stir fry, and we add in the veggies and all that, you know. So, and then I suppose we'll push more chicken. There is a rumour that, like, chicken at the moment is only about 5 to 7% of the consumed in the population. They do believe that chicken and pork will get anything upward 25 to 30%, which hasn't been heard of since, you know, the 80s and that sort of stuff, when there was a lot of chicken eaten.